Hello. Hi. You're just gonna get this screen for a bit. I'll say hello again in a minute. But, I have to press a button and make sure everything's tied up because otherwise the game would just play the opening on loop. Hello. I'm playing on a game from over 20 years ago. It's so long ago. So much so that like it's now on screens that are so much larger than it was ever intended to be. Like the resolution is something like 300 pixels or something. I don't know. Like it's small. Um, yeah, this is the reason why I didn't have stat. Otherwise, I'd just have this in the background and have to mess with the audio. And I still haven't fixed FAP with the audio because I'm extremely lazy. Um, it's also why I like the detail of this. I've only put to 800 by 600 because it's not gonna get any better. like, like, the resolution on this is not gonna get any better no matter what I do. Um, there's no point making it huge. So I'm starting to think AC games like Gran Turismo. So yeah, like one of the notable things is this might still be a bit loud. Actually, this is the one thing I haven't quite tested the audio balance on. I don't know if this is fine, but this might just be the intro being loud. So I don't know. Yeah, like Gran Turismo for Mech is like they were one of the first games apparently to sort of do this, like having like a real thing, and the later ones do get that sort of like racing sim level of like you can tweak things to the point where people have said that you can tweak the things like so you remove all your turn right speed so you just turn left all the time. You can't turn right, but you can turn left. You can do that if you want. I mean, probably don't want to, but you can. Um, it's absolutely a thing you can do. Look at this wonderful 90s CG. Extremely 90s. I mean, it's kind of aided by the fact that you're dealing with like robots, so it doesn't look actually the worst. This is Soul's reaction. I mean, look, people already started calling it Armored Souls, and I'm very upset. Like, it's just upset. And also, I didn't realize that that's how quick the login screen. That's how what the game actually looks like. So fun thing. You actually have to press the start button. you can't you have to press the start button. You cannot press a different button. A thing which I always test whenever there's a button, whenever there's a main title screen that says press the start button. Can I press any other buttons? No. Um oh, right. I only booted this up like because this is very sort of impromptu. I just decided to do it. I only just sort of set this up today, and I already forgot that I had to put a flipping name in the thing. So this is literally how was there a select on the pit? Yeah, so there's a select, no analog sticks. This game has no analog input at all. like, extremely like analog not mandatory. Doesn't even have support for analog input. Um, so that but yeah, this is literally how the game starts. This is the only test that we give people who want to become more Raven. You must battle against your apprentice and survive. If you survive, you'll be considered a Raven. That's all. Good luck. No tutorial, nothing. Like this is just this. Like utterly ridiculous. Also, I like the fact that you might notice there's a very similar font on screen. It's almost like they've been using the same font for a long time. Right, okay. Also, a slight problem is that they do have rebindable controls, but you're not allowed to bind them because you've got no options menu yet. So I'm going to flounder horrendously while I rest with these controls that are not even bound correctly for me. See, I'm already looking at the sky. It's going great. And this is how fast you can go, faster than you can actually see what's happening. I'm just gonna... Let's just deal with the missiles. No, that missed. That was a bad missile. What? Oh, hi. Yeah, okay, let's just shoot. Like, this is weirdly tough for something where you've had no idea what the... Like, you have to have read the manual to know what the control inputs are. Like, it's just like... No. Come on. I would explain how the UI works, but, like, I cannot... You genuinely have to beat these things in 3 minutes, otherwise you're not even allowed to play the game, which is astonishing. Alright. Didn't even need a laser plater.
From this moment on, you are a raven.
Great. Ta-da! I mean, you say, like, rip fingertips on the fact that, like, there's no analog input. That means there's no analog input for looking around? Like, or up and down? Like, looking up and down are on the shoulder buttons? Like, well, they're actually on the triggers by default. What are now the triggers? They're on R2 and R2, but yeah, like, just ridiculous. Welcome to the menu. Like, this is how little the game just sort of dumps you in. Like, it's like, hello, we're here. How you doing? First of all, we're going to immediately go to the system settings and save the game. Because, good grief. Yeah, I'm just going to overwrite that. So that was me faffing about, making sure this game worked. It's one of those things where... Oh. Didn't want that. Anyway, I'll change that. So... Oh, there we go. That's the same I was looking for. Is it not gonna... You just gotta enjoy the tunes while I faff with boring options. Is that not a thing? No, there isn't. Oh, weird. This tune is definitely burned into my brain because this is the only music in the menu and this is the thing that you'll spend most of your time in. So, you know. Okay, never mind. I lied. Nothing I do about that. Anyway. Thanks, technology. Oh yeah, this is a ridiculous thing. So there's an emblem editor you can draw, and it's got like a full custom small paint in and you can also save and load them because, you know, this is... I think if I could say garage? Yeah, edit emblem. So, like, you've got a whole paint, like, tiny little paint system. You've got boxes filled with paints. Like, there's the whole emblem in the top right. There's the zoomed in view down here. I can change all the colors. You can draw colors. It's just, frankly, and lines and stuff, it's utterly ridiculous that all these settings are here, and people can get really colored. You can also change all the colors. because you can change patterns. We can have, hang on, it's going to take a while to load because there's so many. I mean, like, this is a game before the world of the internet, so of course, you know, you're not going to share these with anybody. You've got loads of fun patterns. You can also just use the color. I'm trying to remember the kind of color schemes that... There's some of these which are, like, not hideously offensive to my eyes. But, I mean, I'm not going to remember. Like, the emblem thing, I'm pretty sure they've kept in, like, all of the games, even when they started getting, like, very multiplayer. That is a horrendous color scheme. It's awful. I think Hoarfrost was the one that I was a big fan of, just because it's mottled grey. Seems polka dot cam. Yeah, there's some real weird ones. But I mean, like, if you change pattern, you can go to custom. And then you can edit the color on this, and you can edit the color on everything. Like, frankly, really silly what you can do. Considering, like, this is the first one they've done. Like, it's very silly. Oh, you can change the color of these patterns as well. It's not boring green. Anyway, optional parts. You don't have an optional capital letters part. It's fine. So, like, the main thing is, like, you've got a mech, you've got a big mech, you can assemble it. This UI is not great. So, like, the main thing around here we got at the bottom right is we've got, like, the EP, which is, like, the energy output, and you don't want to overload these. And at the bottom you've got the leg, then you've got legs, and then you've got the weight of the arm. It's basically there's the legs, so that's the weight of everything that's not the legs, and then there's the core weight, which is the weight of the arms. And it does your AP, which is your armor points, which is how much life you've got, basically. Great, it's going to tell me all those buttons. I just realised I sort of got distracted by the emblem thing. I needed to change the controls. Because, to their credit, I'll drop them after bottom down a smidge. I have to confirm it, don't I? Can you lose destroy limb? So that's the nice thing about it. This game doesn't have, like, any sort of... if you buy anything, you can resell it at the same value, so you can just redo your build at any time. And everything just gets repaired all the time, but you do have to pay for the repairs, so, you know, don't get shot up as much. You get, yeah, text messages, control config, hello, I'm gonna change these to that. I used to be I mean, you know, boost on X is fine, I don't know. I don't know. I might decide to change that, but this is literally the only controls buttons. Tactically. No, like, this is kind of simpler. It's definitely simplistic in the, like, you're dead or alive. There's only really two states. The two states of being dead or alive. So what I'm going to do, to begin with, is I'm going to sell my... So, there is a problem. This UI isn't great. So the main problem is... No, that's not what... I am going to sell my missile launcher, because missiles are really expensive. Like, they cost a lot. Like, ammo price, 130. So every missile I fire costs me 130 to replace. So I'm just going to sell that. Because I don't need that. I'm also... I mean, actually, I could keep it, but it's fine. I'm just not going to use it for a bit. I am going to use this terrible rifle, which is not my, like, preferred thing, but, like, this is the basic thing you have to start with. Like, launching the... Like, if it's fired physical ammo, you got to pay for it. Like, it's just, like... In fact, if I check the... I hate that I can't scroll to the bottom by scrolling to the top. This costs 18 per shot on the rifle, and the rifle has, like, what, 200 rounds? And the missile pod only had, like, 40, so, like, you can waste so much more ammo with missiles. I can't really buy another weapon, though. I could buy a little tiny machine pistol and a slightly bigger machine gun. These are all extremely 2D weapons. Hang on. But you know, that's fine. I'm only going to buy it just so I don't have the temptation of firing it like a fool, really. A nice thing is actually, another thing that the game does actually let you do, it's, you can AC test, you can go back into that like tutorial starting fight. It's not even a tutorial, trial by fire, to do it. Anyway, let's go and do a mission by selecting the gun symbol. So we're basically, Ravens are basically just mercenaries, and our first two missions are eliminate squatters and eliminate strikers. So, yeah, that's a tone. Requester is Chrome to eliminate some strikers. I think it was 13 grand. Workers in the Avalon Valley development area demonstrating for better working conditions have taken over the Doan Bridge. The translation is going to be weird. It's going to be passable. Tech is not known for being great. So I have no idea how good it is anymore, because I haven't read it in ages. They've erected a barricade on the bridge, complete holding traffic. There is no sign of giving in to the guards. They've persisted in demanding to see the HQ. That's a sentence. We told them that we have no time to deal with some trifling matters, but they don't seem to understand. And so we're going to pay a mercenary to go and Anyway, we can't leave this as is. It's a drawn-out battle. Crowd damage would become a problem, so forcibly eliminate them now. So we're just going to hire a mercenary to go and blow up their like mechs. They're like cranes and they're cranes and like worker mechs. Several worker MTs are on the bridge, but this should be no trouble at all for you Ravens. Our armored division is also deployed. Should be an easy job, so go to it. Eliminate the bridge occupants. I love to accept a contract. I'm going to launch the sortie. It's really weird that you can accept the contract and then that means that you're locked in, so you can back out and go and do the shop stuff.
System
but then
engaged.
It's really curious from have never been into good guy hero damage. No, everything always sucks, right? Right. So the fun thing is, if I hop over the armored vehicles that are this is like, by the way, like the scale comparison. These are quite large vehicles, and I'm bigger than them. You see there, I'm gonna pick up a green thing off the ground. Love to get a weapon. Thanks. Oh, I've already forgotten what the controls were because I changed them from a minute ago. Now I'm just gonna do the old sideways hustle. Ow! They actually hit me. That's rude. I'm just gonna laser sword them because I've got a sword, why not? So, I've got a big number in the top left, that's how much until we explode. There's an energy bar, which is how much your little booster rockets can go for. If it goes into the red, if it fully drains out, it has to get out of the red before you can use it again. Classic sort of overheating rules. We've got a little radar on the right. The reason why we have a radar is that weird, like, silvery... Might probably been better to go back to the green color scheme, to be honest, because you cannot pick me out of this scenery. I've camouflaged. That little grey box on the right is a radar, so we've got a radar. Otherwise, you haven't got a radar. By the way, just appreciate the oddity of the music. It's fantastic. But I heard the what, I was like, oh gosh, I've forgotten this. And very boringly blow that one up, yeah. They're not very bright. But yeah, you can use your booster rockets to skate along the ground, but you also can use them to fly. Skating's more efficient, because you're a big heavy robot. Unless you're a light robot, in which case you're quite a bit. This is what Armored Core, this is what the first Armored Core in 97 looked like? How much the camera, like, you have to fight the camera. Although it feels somewhat appropriate in that you're a weird mech. Got one of them. Hey!
Target achieved.
This is actually running on PS5, it's just stylistic. So here we go. I have to pay for all my bullets I used and also the repair to my mech. So that's the thing. Yeah, it's bad. So that's why you want to try and not. But yeah, this is the first Armored Core game. Now, we've successfully. Oh, I didn't check my mail earlier. It was successfully. You can tell it's extremely 90s because this is the mail icon. It's just a little laptop. Anyway, to all new Ravens from welcome to the Raven's Nest. We at the Raven's Nest use the net to provide various types of support to those who have become Ravens. In addition to providing missions, we mainly provide AC repair services, supply ammo, sell new AC parts, etc. We also occasionally use email to relay information regarding the missions that you have accepted. Net never interferes with the mission requesters or with the individual Ravens. Even if you have trouble with the mission requesters, the Nest cannot get involved. Be aware of this. Oh, by the way, call me R. I will be your contact at the Nest. Whether our association will be long or short depends entirely on your skill. I'll be in touch. Actually lets you scroll up, which is nice. So, I got some money. Also, I picked up a weapon because they sometimes hide those in missions, and there's absolutely no hint that they exist. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this terrible rifle because I'm not a fan. What I picked up was this. The rocket has the this rocket has the greatest firepower of any single type. So, rockets. You might have noticed, like, I had a great big box and the game sort of locks onto targets. Rockets are the only thing in the game that doesn't have a lock on. You have to manually aim them. So they're a bit weird, but also they do, like, a ridiculous amount of damage. Whereas attack power 3,980 and my rifle shots are 218. So, 20 rifle shots is one of those rockets, and those rockets explode. They make a big bang. It also weighs a ton. But the thing is, because I found it, if I sell it, I can just buy it back later, so I'm just going to sell it. I'm also going to sell my terrible rifle, because it's bad. I'm going to buy a weapon. And you can now buy this wonderful machine gun. We've also got, like, handguns, which are weird. Sniper rifle. Just got guns. That's another sniper rifle. That's a different type of handgun. I think they're meant to be shotguns, and they've just translated it weirdly. Yeah, I'm fairly sure they're shotguns. Can you fire rockets point blank? Yes. I mean, the problem is those rockets in particular, they're the biggest rockets in the game. Like, you find the biggest rocket launcher in the game at the start. And they have a blast radius, so that's bad. A big bazooka, great. Bigger bazooka. Pulse rifle. Got energy weapons. And then we go back in, and then we go into the swords. Good old laser blades. There's literally only 3 laser blades in the entire game. Yeah, the one you start with, and these 2. Like, it's the first game. They don't have a lot of variety yet. So I'm just gonna take this machine gun that carries like 1,000 rounds because it's just very good. And I don't really have any other parts I can do anything with, so. I'm not scared of losing mission 2. I am, however, scared of forgetting to put my gun on, because I absolutely did that. Change the path back to normal. Gosh, that's so green. That's very grey. That's yellow. I can make it purple. I don't know why Duck Hunt is purple. Oh, it's because it changes the... I see. Okay. I'm just going to put the standard boring green colour on, just so you can see it. Oh, you can change the AC name. You can Just give the AC a name. Why? You just can. I forgot to put the gun on. It would be a bit tricky to do it with the. There we go. Oh no, that's back weapon. That's my radar. There we go. Let's have a gun. Great. Love a gun. So now we've got some more missions. We can now destroy unknown MTs and reclaim an oil facility. Well, this one popped up first. So let's do the eliminate some MTs. I will start picking up some other weapons. I just needed to get a weapon that wasn't a terrible rifle to start with. Sam City Guard are paying 14,000. You are to eliminate a group of illegal squatters at an abandoned factory on the east side of the city. They profess to be radicals opposed to area redevelopment. So we're kicking out protesters who are against gentrification. However, the planners have already reached an agreement with the citizens in question, so these are merely outlaws who want an excuse to run amok. That's run amok. Amok? Yeah, I guess. I think it's spelled it wrong there. Run amok. I think they were trying to spell that. Anyway. But they're still citizens, so from the standpoint of the guard, we cannot use force. If they are left as is, they are a risk affecting the progress of the plan. So we can't use force, so we're just going to hire a mercenary to kill them, shoot them for us. There is no need for restraint. We want you to firmly teach them the rules of society. You must kill with subtlety. Yeah, I mean. Eliminate illegal squatters. Accept this contract. Launch the sortie. Yes. Yeah, I like how this is something that I've never really internalized, but yeah. Oh, also you have a map. Here's the map. You can navigate the map like this, but I haven't got any map data because I'm a small little robot. Also, so the other reason is this map's kind of bad is that my head part doesn't have any memory. So my map just shows me what I can see. Because if I'm turning around, I see progressively less. This is the great thing about the fact they just give you a really rubbish mech. And it's just really bad. There we go. Now we've got a machine gun. There we go. That's a lot better. Welcome to lots of large, big, empty rooms. Video game. Okay. Oh, you're there? Oh, you're in front of that wall. Okay. I had not noticed you were in front of the wall. Because the game will lock on behind walls, which I found out earlier. But there you go. They are very much behind that wall. They're actually further behind that wall than I thought they were. Ow. Get out of it. Stop denting my mech. So, just for the, here's, the scale, here's the door for humans. Here's how big the mech is. I think actually, I'm not sure if, analog input would probably be supported. I think it is, but, it is only way directional inputs. And I'm strafing with, with the back buttons, so... Yeah, side straight. Now the problem is, because my head doesn't have memory, it also means that I have to try and find out where everything is. That is not great. So this is what happens. The beeping at me because my energy's low, and then I have to charge it. I love all the little status icons you get. It's good. Ow. They do lead you a bit, so you can.
Achieved.
Yay! Thanks to computer voice. There we go. And about 8,000. That's not bad. The ammunition was probably a bit expensive because I wasn't using the piddly rifle, but I cannot be bothered to use the piddly rifle. It's kind of bad. I suppose I could just use it just because it's cheaper, but back weapon, that's what I want, right? I have my old missile launcher. Single missiles, 2 missiles, multi-warhead missiles, mines, curving missiles, indirect missiles, rockets, there we go. Show you the horrible aiming device, the aiming, like, interface for that is genuinely horrible. Alright, I'm gonna put the missile launcher on it. I'm not overweight, it's great. Love to not be overweight. Not have an overweight mech that does not function. My neck feels pain. Isaac City Guard want me to eliminate some MTs. We just now discovered several unidentified MTs in the sewers. The MTs overwhelmed the guards going to investigate and fled. I don't think they are ordinary citizens. Our reputation would be ruined if we let them go. We'll begin our search of the sewers at once and drive them to you like cattle. You wait there and pound them. 8 MTs. Destroy all enemies. Let's use the MTs. This one's Fort Garden. City security system that we monitor has been destroyed. Its security MTs from various areas are running amok. This is going to say running amok really amok all the time. True perpetrator is the unknown. All the guards are trying to control the situation, but the scope of the damage is too wide. We cannot completely handle it. We're asking the Ravens for help. Destroy all the security MTs in the business district of the city. We've already evacuated citizens. No need for restraint. Oh, that one's quite good because you can see like the scale of what's happening there. Because it's got roads. MT, I don't know. I honestly, it never. This is the thing. The game doesn't explain any of this or the state of the world. Like, this is it. Like, it's a military vehicle of some vehicle of some point, but I don't know what the actual term means. When to attack terrorist groups struggle that are occupying the oil extracting facility Tide. Although this facility is now completely abandoned, we are at the point of initiating a retrofit plan. Their purpose can be none other than sabotage our company. We cannot let this delay construction. That would only play into their hands. The Tide facility may have some old tanks that still contain oil. They might explode if hit, so be very careful. Flying enemies. Right, let's just destroy some unknown MTs. So the thing with the mission structure is like some of these open up. There are some branches that actually can happen later on because, like, after a while, some missions will close off. If you fail a mission, you can actually just do it again, but you have to pay for the repairing your mech, and you didn't get paid. So, you know, if you're sensible, you save after every mission. But these are very basic starter missions. So, and we haven't got a situation like number 2 where there's
System engaged.
Scary mission tucked away in there.
This is the guard. We've cornered the enemy as expected. We'll leave the rest up to you.
Please go away. Thanks. Can you hit the stage when you're too poor to repair and rearm? Yes. If you can go into debt. They'll always repair. You always have to pay your mission expenses, and they will pay for it even if you go into debt to do so. So here's the rocket aiming interface. You might struggle to see it because it's just a tracking red line. That's it. You just have to aim with this. It's frankly horrible. I mean, the tracking aim isn't too bad because it lets you try and see where it is. But yeah, it's a rangefinder. That's all it is. Like, it's just like, oh. And I didn't aim properly. There we go. It's not very good. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm gonna have to take a while to get used to the buttons. See, this mech's taking a bit of a pounding because I'm not very good. Something behind that door. They just shot their friend. That's really funny.
Target achieved.
It's kind of cool, but really hard to use. Yeah, so rockets have like some of the most expensive, like they do the most damage per like cost. Like I picked up the heaviest rocket launcher, the biggest rocket launcher in the game at the start, as a hidden weapon, and it packs a wallop, but also nightmare. Especially if you try and think about trying to aim that while you're flying. It's like, it's just not gonna happen. Frankly, not going to happen. Just utterly ridiculous. Anyway. Pose at some point. Anyway. But yeah, rocket launchers, bad. I do not know how to use them. That's my radar. Kind of want that one. Speaking of, are there better... You see how expensive everything is? There you go, all these like heads have got like area memory. Also the computer type says like detailed, that changes your computer voice. Computer type rough. They have like different personalities, which is fun. Different voice sets. I might buy one of those just to show how that works. Some of these have like noise cancellers as well, like weird amounts of technology in here. Some of these have built-in radars. Some of them look very strange. I like the one that has a built-in radar. Just the cheapest one that has a built-in radar is just like a giant radar. Like that's the head part. That's got a radar and an auto-map function. But let's buy one of these. Biosensor. I don't even know what that does. I mean, I might not even be able to equip it, to be fair. Not that. I do need a head. Oh no, it's still fine. It gives me less AP than I've currently got. But it is lighter. I've got a different head. Oh, there's the... There you go. You can have just some general stats. Hope you like the fashion choices. Yeah, like... Rescue a transport truck. That's a different one. But I kind of want to show the reclaim oil. Not... Oh. Yes, it's this one. Yeah. Because I love the scale of this thing. Because I can show how the scale pretty well on this mission. Because we have roads and trees. It's like, it's a really good way of just capturing how big these things are. It's just like...
Engaging combat mode.
There we go, we got a different voice now. Also, I forgot how horribly aggressive these things are. But here's giant-sized streetlights. We're as big as a tree. Ow. Yeah, this is a ow. That was the wrong button. I'm gonna do that a lot. Ow. I think they stagger you more than they actually damage you, considering they're little guided missiles. This is meant to be like a big office block. Oh, yeah, you can just jump on this. Ow. That was rude. Not a mech game unless you have managed to use a missile truck. I mean, I'm not even using well, because they're really expensive. Like, you can buy multi-warhead missiles and proper missile pods and all sorts. Hello. I can't really hit you from here. So I'm just gonna fall off. Oh. Oh, hello. Ow.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Thanks, different computer voice. Hey, 9,000. Does amuse me. It's like their font choice usage goes all the way back to this game. It's just very funny. Or we just use the same font even all the way to 12 rank. Yep, it's just a font we use. Probably just want to just crack on with some more of these until What's the transport truck? What does even this do? Chrome. We lost communications with one of our transport trucks heading for Avalon Valley, somewhere near the Nasu Tunnel. I like how they give you some map data of that sort of thing. Strongly believe this is an active terrorist group targeting the advanced chemical weapons loaded on the truck. If this is true, we cannot leave this up to the guards. Go to the site ASAP and search for the truck. Eliminate anyone who interferes. Safety of the truck vehicles utmost priority. Do not forget this. One more thing. Innocent civilian vehicles may be traveling by the site. If you destroy any vehicles, compensations for damages will be deducted from your pay. Good luck. Oh yeah, this is the fun thing. So there can be things where, yeah, there can be things like cars and stuff, and they don't want you. They're like, no, you got to pay for that. Like, if you blow up things that you're not meant to, you got to pay for that. I'm gonna just do this one first, though. Yeah, tide facility. The flying enemies. These are gonna be annoying. It's also like because there's like you have to pay for ammo, energy weapons. The reason why.
Engaging combat
Oh
mode.
gosh, now I remember that. Oh, hello, frame rate. Welcome to an old PlayStation game. It can't really handle what it's doing. I might have to. Oh, hello. I forgot that you have flamers, and that's what you do. Oh, don't want to leave the combat zone. Oh. I might have to put them on the other sides because my brain is not fully adjusted to that yet. Okay, they can't hit me.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
So there is actually a whole oil rig, but because all the enemies are flying, it turns out they'll just descend on you. So your life insurance premium, life insurance premium is on you. Don't forget that. Yeah, like if you see how big that oil rig was, even though I didn't go up it, like you can see how much like scale they managed to get out of this. It's like, yeah, it's huge. Did I just not read the other one? I probably Struggle. Despite it's telling me about Struggle, the terrorist group I just exploded. Despite the small scale of its activities, the armed group Struggle, sworn to fight against Chrome, is famous for among the militaristic factions for being well armed, exceeding even imminent storm. In other words, they must have some sort of powerful backing behind them. The only other corporation that has power to resist Chrome is none other than Murakumo Millennium. Cannot read the font. Murakumo must be giving some sort of organizational support to Struggle in order to whittle away at the power of Chrome. A very likely situation, as you must see. I'll be in touch. Chrome! Reclaiming the facility. I like how they've had... I appreciate this is... Now I just know about localization things. Like, they managed to get a different font to be smaller so it would fit in the subject line, which I'm impressed. Because in a lot of games, they would not have that ability to do so. Good job, Raven. We like your work, so maybe we'll have you work for us in the future. You're pretty handy with an AC, but that alone is not enough for you to survive. Not skill alone. Remember this well. Is that like an expression of interest or a threat? Like, I'm not clear. I'm not quite clear on the purpose of that. The recipe transfer. This is fun. Where you got? I feel like I should make a joke about internet browser wars. Oh gosh, yeah, because they're named Chrome. Yeah, wow. The reward is parts. This is interesting. Here we go. Murakumo Millennium. They do upon no money, but you get parts. We want you to destroy the Chrome gun emplacement. The gun emplacement construction site is located in ocean buffer zone, just barely outside Murakumo territory. Our repeated warnings, the whole construction has been completely ignored. Chrome offers only transparent excuses about maintaining security, but their intentions are clearly a preemptive military attack. So this is where you can start gleaning details of what's happening in the world. We have no choice but to use force. This time we're prepared to give you an AC part for your pay. It is a prototype of the highest quality. We're counting on the Ravens. They're actually pretty good legs, if I remember. 4 guns for the defenses, destroy all the guns. So this is genuinely a hard mission. I remember that one just because it's like this sort of island basis. You're in the sea, you don't have any cover. It's kind of bad news. So I might need some heavier firepower. It's actually one of the few things I think you might want to start considering using missiles for. I was just thinking, what's the Eliminate Squatters mission this time? Zam City Guard. Remnants of the squatters who occupied the abandoned factory on the east side of the city have reappeared. They have brought together 12 MTs from somewhere and have again amassed inside the factory, clamoring for us to bring out the guys who hurt them before. They are on a rampage. Oh god, weaponry is useless. Any Raven will do. Just do something. So that's the thing that they don't really use much, I believe, is like there isn't an advance there. Like, I don't think many missions end up doing it. That you get that money as soon as you accept the contract. It's about the only time that accepting the contract's like worthwhile, but you usually don't. Oh, also like the ranking system here. So it seems weird that there's a thing called ranking, right? This is the ranking of all the Ravens. This is just like the top 10 Ravens. Like these are all just like random like names they basically put up, but you can look at their they have an emblem. Like this is how much detail you can get in the emblems, by the way. Like these are the things you can create in the emblem maker. Known Sledgehammer, known to cross his enemies mercilessly, his flashy fighting style makes him not so successful. Wolf penalised for having the dullest name. I mean, what they called their AC? Fenrir. So they've got, so basically, the pilot Wolf pilots the mech Wolf. Also, again, I'm going to appreciate the emblem job there. Do the job reliably and heavily armed AC is his creed. Always has an edge and is very successful. There's Hustler 1. In 9-ball, the #1 Raven, said to be the strongest ever, has the reputation of always handling the toss jobs. These just exist. It's very funny that that's just a system that just is there. Employer. That's basically it. Right. Things I probably want. Can I get a better radar because mine's bad. You're gonna hear that dinking noise a lot. It's very weird that that dinking noise is very much turns out it's weirdly boiled into my brain. So here's the fun thing about radar, like radar type standard circle. Like you can get radars of different shapes. It's very weird. I might buy the slightly bigger one. I will check if it fits first before. So I have to start buying legs is the thing. Generator, back weapon. This one. That's fine. Okay, I've now got a big. I mean, like how this second radar is basically just two of them stuck together. It's very funny. Should probably look at legs. Because this Mech is kind of pretty heavy as far as things go. Let's sell that old thing. Right. Legs, what we got? See how the speed really. Because they've got like defense against shell, against enemy, like all these incredibly complicated stats, right? Balanced has. Alright, I might take the balanced legs. Has shield performance and low capacity of metalweight. Lightest of heavily armored humanoid legs. Better ones than the starting legs? Oh, better ones than the other legs. Best APs and shields among humanoid legs. I mean, this is the important thing. So you say it says humanoid legs. Weird thing to specify, right? There's actually quite a lot of legs, as it turns out. There's more legs than guns right now. Now we get the reverse joint legs. You know, a bunch of these. Then we get to the quad legs. Did you want to just sort of weirdly glide the wrong ground like in a weird spider bot configuration? We got you. And then we've also got the tank treads. We got caterpillar legs. Did you want to be a tank? We got it. Let's say armor point. Yeah, that. Wow, okay. Yeah, it has the shield performance and low capacity of the middleweight, but it's very fast. Like, these are balanced standard legs to speed of 277, and these are 451, and their armor value is 300 less, which is great. Yeah, you can make a tank mag. Like, they are very slow, usually. I mean, there are faster ones. Like, this one's just. This one's a heavy thing. You do get faster ones, but they're usually expensive. They don't have a jump function, unsurprisingly. One of the main advantages of the tank mechs is that there are certain back weapons, like you can get cannons and things, but if you're on normal legs, you need to kneel down to use them. Caterpillar treads can use them whenever. Quad legs can use them as long as they're on the ground, and they can still move. That's usually like the thing. I don't even know what my legs are. I should probably check. They're not very good. They're 280. Okay, so that's what speed we're looking at is. I didn't check how much armor they've got. This is before we've got like proper like user menus for anyone sort of devised that. I suppose I could have just checked like selling by checking my legs in here, right? Armor point 3000. Now the question is, do these legs, are they powerful? I haven't got any legs. It's equipped some legs for me. Okay, I'm running nearly my energy capacity of 4.6k versus 4.7k. It's not great, is it? But you know, I've got proper legs now. I feel that I think there was a... That's not bad. I'll do that. Ah, there we go. Purple prisoner. Ah, these have triggered weird memories in my brain. Extremely weird memories in my brain. That's what happens when you're like, oh, hello. I remember that thing. Right. Let's go on up. I don't want to... I'm going to rescue a transport truck. I'm going to show you how small cars are. Cars are great. Also, avoiding cars, less great. It makes you feel real bad.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Here's a car. Hello, car. Let's not stand on the cars.
Poison gas. Avoid hitting gas canisters if you find them.
So, this is literally like it's like, oh, they're holding it hostage. What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna send a mech down there and not close any of the roads, because if we stand on top of the cars, they will explode. And the bullets are just glitching through the wall there. Oh, you might notice now I've got a big circular radar, which is weird. I want to stand on this way. Oh, they've got the walkie mechs. They're jumpy. Oh, I just stood on a car. Whoops, I didn't recognize that was a car until I stood on it. Oh, you're going to see how much it costs to fix a car. Alright, there's the truck over there, you can see. This is where I regret not having... Oh, my turn speed is not great, especially when they're shooting at me. They just shot their friend. Love to see it.
Enemy reinforcements approaching. 2 of the same type.
I want to stand on the right. Exploded. That explosion has slowed the game down to a crawl. Yeah, I didn't want you to move over there. Okay.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Yay! Hope people honk you. Afraid not. There we go. I had to pay 200 credits to fix someone's car because I stood on it. Didn't get paid massively amount for that, especially if they got explode. They took a lot of damage. Alright. Have any missions disappeared? Oh, okay. There's a worker robot removal. Oh no, is that the one I think it is? Advance of 7,000. Yeah, it is. Problem occurred in number 7 of the power plant of Isaac City. Due to security system problem, the worker robots are out of control. Most of the robots have already captured or been destroyed, but some of them have entered the ground at the power plant. Luckily, no major accident has occurred so far, but we cannot leave the situation as is. Because of the location, ordinary measures are useless. This is where we need your help. We want you to destroy all of the robots within the power plant, but do not damage the generators or you risk causing a major explosion. If we destroy a generator, we will deduct compensation for the damages from your pay. The worker robots have no attack capability at all. You must move cautiously. 12 worker robots. So that's a fun one. I'm definitely going to save before I do that one. I'm going to do one of the other ones actually because they're actually here. The squatter removal. Let's stop a terrorist threat. The Isaac City Guard. We have managed to obtain vital information on the terrorist group Imminent Storm. The scum plan to hide inside the city sewers. You might notice the sewers are now a lot larger and build their headquarters there. Imminent Storm have perpetrated many terrorist acts in the city in the past, and the Guard have suffered bitter defeats. Will never let them build their headquarters. Yet we hesitate to act only our weaponry. This is why we asked the Ravens for help. Already several guards have gone ahead, but it's too dangerous for them alone. The operation has two objectives: protect the guard detachment and destroy the terrorist leader. We will deduct 1,000 from your pay for each guard killed. Ravens, we are counting on you. Unknown number of MTs. They're basically sort of weird AT-ATs with reversed legs, really. Destroy the enemy leader. Anyway, I think it might be time to buy a weapon for the old back piece. Like, these cost like 200 apiece, which is like... Oh, right, so you've got these standard missiles, and they fire... These standard missiles are actually all of the same. They all have the same attack power. But each one is like... ammo price, 130. Like, they're all the same missiles. They should just fire at maximum lock. You can fire more lock on. But I think really the thing we kind of... I need a better generator, is the thing. I only just realized... I love the fact that it's called a V6. It's just a generator. It's just a V6 engine. It's got 6 valves on it. It's very funny. So the thing about generators, they've got weight, they've got maximum charge, they've got energy output. I was going to say, they have loaded the text on that one, that's a weird bug. High power provides road section attachment, so this is the best generator in the game. It has an energy output of 9,988. You mean I can't just pick the most? I mean, you can if you want. I like the fact this one is painted red, and then you've got, like, this one, and then you've got the brightly coloured version, which has got some extra bits stuck on. And then you've got another one, which is kind of bigger. I can probably sell my generator and get a better one. I didn't sell the old hat. Okay, I did sell the old hat. My arms probably need better, but you know, look at this old thing. Like, this is a proper V4 engine. I like everything as a model. Yeah, even the tiny plugins have one. So if we sell this old generator, I mean, so this is the other thing. So some other things, like you can change the boosters on your thing. Like, this is kind of important because you get more efficient ones that can go make you faster. There's also optional parts which you can just like plug in you have a number of slots to spend on your in core, and you have like missile display function. Regularly generate pulses to disable missile lock-ons. Fires a missile automatically on full lock-on. Don't even have to fire missiles; it just does it for you. Reduces the recoil, increases the number of capacitors in the generator, reduces the damage from solid rounds, energy rounds, increases the burst fire rate of energy weapons. Bunch of like, but like even has models as the FCS, which is your these are your lock-on things, and these are kind of important because one of the main things is like you need a better one if you have missiles that need more locks. If you need to have, because they have a cap on them, because you've got a number of maximum locks and all that. These things don't really cost extra on the drain or the weight. It's mostly just it's very much like I do like the fact it's like this one does 4 missiles, this one does 8 missiles. It's like 6 missiles. It's bigger, but also the lock type is your lock box. So that one's standard, but this one is wide and shallow. The text doesn't work. Hello. No, the text doesn't work at all. Great. Okay. That one's tall. So if you genuinely install this, you'll have a weirdly like rectangular vertical box, and there's one that's horizontal, and then there's one that's narrow and deep. Which is it's just very strange. By generator. So this is the interesting thing here. We've got one that gives you more. This one has more energy output, so you can equip more stuff, but you have less charge. So you have less actual like thruster pack charge to use. Oh, that one's actually changing my load at all, huh? But it is increasing the amount of energy I can carry. Huh. Okay. Maybe I just want one of these instead then, right? Energy output. Yeah, these will give you loads more because I'm at 2,800. That one's fine. A balanced performance generator. Great. Hopefully I think I'm not, my weight capacity is bad. These are fun quadrangles, please. Alright, I put a generator. The generator's also equipped, and I've now got a lot more like energy space to play with. But my, leg weight isn't amazing. So I'm gonna go eliminate some squatters. Well, this is basically just the game you just play. These things aren't like super long, I feel. Like this is I don't remember things, but this seems a lot rapidly, but like I'm just
system engaging combat mode.
Always shocks me how loud that is.
How dare you come here? Don't get carried away just because you're a raven.
Just gonna get shot by everything to begin with, great. But you might notice I now have like loads of charge now. I can fly for a bit longer. There we go. Also, like because my head has memory, I can actually map out the area instead of just like it completely forgets whenever I look a different direction. That noise of turning is a very familiar sound to me. It's weird the things that your brain remembers that you haven't really heard anywhere else. There's so many of them. Are there any other I can like snipe without my turning speed's not great? That one, right? Okay. No, you're hiding around the corner. Okay. Pre-firing. did. Alright.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
There we go. How many bullets did I spend? So many. I got 10k out of it though, not too bad. A not bad amount. I've got mail, hi. Okay, we've got extra. Zam City Guard, terrorists in the shadows. Good work the other day. Thanks to you, the redevelopment work has been safely resumed. We are troubled to find that the squatters' weapons were likely supplied through the involvement of the terrorist group Imminent Storm. We should really perform a full-scale investigation, but they hold some pretty bad company, if you get my drift. Unless we have direct evidence of wrongdoing, we cannot get involved. Well, we have our reasons. Even though we're called the Guard, we are mere cogs in the clockworks of business. We don't want to do anything to wring our own necks. That's... I mean, no, I suppose it kind of works. It feels a bit weird. Unfortunately, that seems to be all we can do. We are looking forward to working with you in the future. Chrome and Murakumo. Thanks, Zam City was one of the very first cities built in the Underground City Development Program, so redevelopment is proceeding in various areas of the city, although Chrome has... So this is why, like, why are you all in weird enclosed spaces in the place that you had that had trees? People live underground. Although Chrome had held authority over this area in recent years, Murakumo has turned the tables so that most of the redevelopment projects have been led by Murakumo. It's not hard to imagine that these circumstances are involved in recent events. I am staying in touch, right? I want to make sure that my the leg mission hasn't disappeared. Yep, still there. Which is good. I should probably check arms. How are we doing on arms? Armor mostly just like, how heavy do you want your arms? Oh yeah, that's the fun thing. So, offers the maximum AP but interferes with some parts. So, there are some arms that you get that are so bulky that you cannot mount some things on them. Like his cool carriage, no hanger. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose that makes sense, right? I've never thought about it. Huh, yeah. Sorry. Here's the important thing. If we come down to arms, then we get to the gun arms. Love gun arms. You can get various forms of gun arms. Would you like a cannon arm? You can also just get missile arms. Dual missiles. They come in pairs, by the way, and then you don't get a sword because, you know, both your arms are guns. Actually, I'm gonna buy the missiles because I might need them. I might need them back again. This is the fun thing, because you can just buy stuff again. I don't even know what my FCS is showing. Does my FCS even do multiple locks, or is it just, like... Oh, it does 4 locks. That's surprisingly generous. Leg space for vertical mobility and macho assets. I mean, normal legs, you can carry more stuff on them, and they're also cheaper to run, like the quad legs, which a lot of people like, because you don't need to kneel down to fire weapons. They usually have more power, and you can't put as much stuff on them. They're also usually more lightly armored. Like, it's all, like, various trade-offs, but you can also get, like, there are, like, light caterpillar treads. They're not that fast, but, you know, they go reasonably. As far as things go. Cool, I would like some missiles. Thanks. Gonna save the game. Because I'm going to spend a lot of money getting a pair of legs I will not be even able to use, probably. If I remember how this mission goes. Those legs are real good, but also real hard to run. Still very funny to me that like it's just a gun. Right. So this is what like the kind of like the whole scale thing is cool. Because now we're going to be in a really big fight, and it's going to be really messy. So the important thing is that I only need to destroy the gun turrets. That's all I need to do.
We've arrived at the combat area.
There we go.
We'll leave as soon as your AC is deployed.
I forgot about the dropships.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Hello. We have arrived. It just shot that out of the sky. It's blown up. Hello, I'm on a big map. Oh, I'm leaving the area. I don't want to do that. There's the zoom controls. Hello, welcome to this big area. There's not a lot on it. I'm just going out for a visit over to here. Because I can. How big is this area? Very big. Alright, I'm just going to leave again because I'm getting the leaving area warning, and also I need to leave? Oh, I want to go back to the place where there's the cover. What? I don't have to pay, luckily I don't have to pay for that shit, no. I don't really want to shoot, there we go. Right, let's hide behind this wall. Ow, get out of it. Stop shooting me, it's very rude. So, if you just tap jump button, if you tap the boost button while you're on a thing, you run, which is nice. I might just do this, actually. There we go. There we go. I might be thinking of the you have to do this mission again, but it's like, there's now like a billion different gun turrets.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Doesn't even matter that I'm being swarmed by little saucer things. Not important. Minus 7,000. Ugh. Repairs are quite bad. I like that on fire Raven is the thing. New mail, hi. Thanks. America Millennium. Congratulations on a job well done. We're grateful you resolved the situation. Now we're leg fitting, yeah. Chrome's tyrannical conduct is becoming more and more violent every day. We would never stoop to any kind of wrongful use of force they embrace, but we have no choice to fight. I hope that we can count on you the next time the need arises. It's really funny because it's like, it's very clear that like, it's from Software's like, how style is just this, like bits and pieces, and it's like, oh yeah. Right. How we attach these legs? It might not even be that great. It might be thinking of a different pair of legs that are good. Alright, what we got? Legs, humanoid legs. That's no legs. Very particular in its bleakness. I wonder where the mood comes in. It's just what they've always done, really, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so like immediately that's more power than my like it's just more power than they can. Also, they're very light. They can't carry that much. Their energy drain is a lot. Their arm point is not great. They are 445 speed. That's twice as, like, nearly twice as fast as I am. Their stability is pretty bad though. So I'm just gonna sell them, but then they'll go in the shop. So Oh, they're worth 44,000. That's a pretty good deal. Thanks for the 44,000 credits. Can I buy them again? Yeah, there. There they are. I like how they just get bigger. They just get chunkier. Like, There's the reverse jointed. Yeah, the ones that I'm thinking of are not around yet, are they? That's special equipment, right? Okay. So actually, what I just thought about, I should probably do. In the event that I need to use it, arm weapons. Hey, it's right at the bottom, I think. Laser swords. Hi. Laser swords are not very expensive. I'm just gonna buy a better laser sword. It's not actually that much more. Okay, the main thing is that it's more energy efficient. That has like cost 2,000 energy to use, and that's 1,700. Oh, actually, I just realized the thing I should be doing, not buying a laser sword. I should be buying better boosters. Economy type with high power but high energy consumption. Ugh. Power itself is low but offers the highest efficiency. High performance model with high power energy consumption. Actually, I should probably just look what mine are, right? The days before they figured out you should probably have a compare option. So the boost power is 9,800, which is not great. 28 drain. No, hang on. 9,800 and 4,000 charge drain and 9,800 boost. So that boost is a lot better, but no, the charge drain is a lot worse. That's just better than mine. It does remember your point on this menu at least, so you can compare them reasonably quickly. Yeah, so I should probably buy these boosters. You can buy like increasingly big boosters. High performance model with high power and energy consumption. It's like, yeah, massive boost, but let's sell the old ones, which are like a third of the price. Put the Wii Shop music on loop. Should use laser swords as boost. So like later games do get more esoteric. Like this game has like a hidden mechanic where you can fire projectiles from your laser sword if you manage to press the buttons in the right order, like the right timing. It's really hard. And then some, I think I'm not sure how often they've retained it in some later ones, but in one of the later games, there's just a laser sword which just fires projectiles. And because it's your sword, it doesn't run out of ammo. Although, aiming it is a bit of a nightmare. FA, guns in your swords. You could pull the yeah, the whole vibro, yeah. It's very, I hate the fact they're called gun blades, especially because later Final Fantasies have then had gun blades which are just, they're swords which turn into a gun, and that's just reasonable. It's just, that's just like a reasonable way of doing that, and I'm like, upset that. Now I've got money, can I buy any optional parts? That's a good point. I kind of just want the, not capacitors. That's all of my money. Sure, why not? Oh, Oh, I need to go to option, right? Optional parts, there we go. I've got a slot. I've got... Hey! Just reduce projectile damage. That'll probably come in handy. Squaresoft, we have complaints. They're called Bayonet. I mean, one of my favourite ones is the Wild Arms 2 like protagonist has what I like to call a bayonet with a rifle attachment, because the bayonet on that thing is huge. It's frankly ridiculous. Although it kind of looks more like someone has just like stuck a whole sword on the end of a rifle, really. Like, but it does, because it's so, because of that like size disparity, it does more look like someone attached a rifle to a sword. You can rescue a survey team from Earth Environment Reclamation Committee. Once you break into an old military facility remaining above ground to the southwest of Isaac City, this facility has been completely abandoned, but we have reason to believe it's been used as a testing ground for prototypes, weapons prior to the Great Destruction. There's no reason for that being capitalized. It being capitalized. If any of the companies get wind of this, a fight for this facility will be inevitable. We must immediately send a survey team to find out the truth. But we immediately sent a survey team, but we ran into trouble. A gate within the facility suddenly closed and scrapped security teams begin operating. After barely making it back to the first floor, the team is stranded behind the gate. Oh, I remember this map. The security teams have been repulsed for now. We don't know how long this will last. We want you to rescue the team ASAP. Old military facility. Rescue the survey team. Then they're in this weird boxy APC. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to show how awful the worker robot removal mission is. The APC does not look practical. Look, the APC is practical in the number of polygons it is. That's what it is. It's practical in the number of polygons, which is not many. And also, like, you know, the doors, human doors are about the size of, like, your boot of your mech, so, you know. In terms of being defenseless target. Oh, rendering in terms of being defenseless target for you to rescue. I mean, yeah, they've trapped themselves, so they're safe, but they can't get out. Is the gist there. So I'm going to show what happens when this mission goes wrong, because oh gosh. So we got to kill some worker robots. They aren't defenseless, but they could cause a chain reaction. So quite often, I will deliberately unequip weapons for this one, because
Main system engaging combat
also,
mode.
I do actually love the weird turbine.
Do you read me, Raven? Hitting a generator could cause an explosion, so please be careful.
I can actually just put the small missiles. No, they're just going to lock on there. So I love the weird turbine central room. It's just, what is it? It's just a weird glass room. It's a tube. Love a good tube. But anyway, let's open this door. So here's these little worker robots, and here are the generators. What I really like about them is they just sort of back up away from you. It's very funny. So the reason why this is bad is, like, you might see all these things. Hang on, I might need to open the door again. Yep, I sure do need to open the door again. Because if you have like a shot go off in here, so that's what happens when you hit one of the generators. It's very bad. I've got green flames now. Boost the jets. It's extremely bad. The problem is they charge you for all of that. Also, if you're in the blast radius, this is what happens.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
Just exploded. And then they charge you like 12,000 credits for all the generators you exploded. Like, it's just like, yeah. You didn't even complete the mission. You exploded, you idiot. You're a complete fool. Which is why that mission is weird. I like the fact that there's just a mission when you have to try and, like, you know... Gas stations in Brigador. Yeah, that's... Saying this early puts Mario to Brigador. Hey, look, it's Mechs. Mechs be like that. Alright, cool. The fact that the loading doesn't have, like, it doesn't reload the menu is extremely strange. Because it's like, did the save load? And it's like, yes, I have money. Powers off explosive buildings are so stealthy. Yeah. You do get an advance for this. I mean, I don't know why you get an advance for this. Speaking of, actually, I need to... I can just... I'll trust myself to not fire my weapon. Famous last words. I like how you can see the tube on the little mini map, on the little layout of the building. So you can be like really selective and just like shoot the little robots, which is probably the smartest way to do it.
Main system engaging combat mode.
But
Do you read me, Raven? Hitting a generator could cause an explosion, so please be careful.
you know about courses and spells. But the thing is, you can also just like because they back away from you, you can just bully them, which is really funny. Like you just bully them away because they just back up, and you. There you go. You're in that corner. I don't want you to be in that corner. No, can you move? Can you move? Move that way, please. Thanks. Yeah, they're great. I love these. The little worker robots. Yeah. I'm also stuck on a pipe, apparently. Great. Oh, there's another one. Can I hit you without hitting a generator? Yeah, okay. It's knowing the, like, arc on your sword swing is, a bit spooky. The pipes are safe. Pretty sure the cables are safe. Yeah, okay. The cables are indeed safe. So that's not too bad. Need to open these other doors as well. I think one of them directly on the other side of this door. Although my radar is also actually like, it's actually probably a bit good. And it's showing things from so far away that I'm not. Like, can you like back up, please? Yeah, back up. Great, thanks. There's one next to me, I think, right? Yeah, there's one. Patches in one of the AC games. It's in the one that Miyazaki directed, I think. Which is 4? What 4 answer? I don't know, I've not played 4. Alright, I'm just gonna... Can you, please back a safe distance away from the very volatile generator? Yeah, I mean... Oh, you are way too close to that one. That's it. That's it. Keep moving. Keep moving. I mean... You're going to be hiding behind that one, aren't you? Oh yeah, that's, yeah, can you, That one's going to be a nuisance, aren't you? You need back away that way. Because I have a funny suspicion you will not be able to go. Oh no, you're crossing the cable. You're crossing the cable. Congratulations, you have crossed the cable. Oh, and I can't hit you because you're too low the ground. Anyway. What, 13 cents a month back in the big robot engine, putting the motor start that. Hey, look, big robots. Hi. Goodbye. Oh, you're in the open. You're extremely not in the open. Oh no, you're pretty in the open actually as well. No, my sword swing was interrupted by sliding into the thing.
Operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
There we go. Problem solved. Love to be paid money and no costs. This is like the only time in the entire game you can do this reliably. it's like the only one. What did you get shot by? Nothing. What did you use ammo-wise? Nothing. Just slash the bots up. Rescued server team. Terrorist pursued. Isaac City Guard. Just now, several MTs thought to be terrorists appeared in an urban district. Indiscriminately, they attacked their surrounding buildings and fled. Guards rushing to the scene cornered one terrorist in a nearby parking garage, but the garage has only one large entrance and is not easy to get to. The rest of the gang is still fleeing, and we cannot spare any more men. Go to the scene ASAP and cooperate in destroying the terrorists. Several civilian vehicles remain in the garage. Damages to them will be decreased from your pay. Sorry, but we've got budget problems too. Raven's Nest measuring us how they make their margins. Their operations. One MT. That's one of those missions where you're like, that seems way too easy. Right, I'm gonna save after the horrendous mission because it terrifies me. It's not too bad, it's just scary. The cool thing apparently about these games that I didn't know is that you can actually import your saves into the next game in the series, because there's more games than just the numbered ones, but they usually usually with a numbered one they make massive system changes and usually change the timeline of the world in some way. So I think this is the oldest one. Yes, and usually you want to do the oldest one because they do disappear eventually. Rescue server team's fun, but this is the one where you try and keep the blues alive, right?
Main system engaging combat.
Oh no, I'm grey in the very grey environment. Sort of shiny and iridescent, it's fine. Slashed. Oh, you got blown up. I don't want you to engage, but there we go. Who needs to use actual weaponry? You can just slash things to death. So the fun thing about the radar is you can't tell if they're friend or foe on the radar. Hey look, it's a sewer exit for humans. Love to kick up water. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, I can't fire because I haven't got any juice. Gotcha. Chunk, 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 chunk. Are you friendly? No, you're not. Mess that one up. Just put swords on everything. It's fine. This doesn't go anywhere. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, weird. Oh, hello. The map controls are a bit weird. Oh, I don't want to use things. Haven't got the juice. Okay. Well, I haven't found the leader. Found an old lift, I guess. Time to skid. Oh, I've got to go down the other pipe. Okay. Ah, behind the big door. That makes more sense. This is a much longer mission than I expected it to be. That's the zoom. Taking more damage than I expected as well. Payout won't be so great on this one. Although, I might have just ended up, like, looping back round to, like, the start.
Is that you, Raven? The target is in this sector. We're counting on you.
You just exploded! Nothing happened to you! Oh, their target's just in the middle, and I just went all the way around the exit of the mission. Great, okay.
Target identified as the enemy leader's MT.
explode. Ow, you are doing way more damage than I expected. Okay,
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
ow. I mean, it's the biggest sewer system anyone's ever seen. That, so much AC repair. Oh, I got rewarded for blowing them up as well. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. I paid for my repairs, basically. Wasn't terrible. Well, I get paid for each one I blew up as well. That's probably why the map's so big, so you can go around and take some out. You have new mail. What's in my mail? New parts added. From Raven's Nest, we have now added the following parts to shop for details, photo descriptions of individual parts. Yes, heavily armored legs with high load capacity, poor speed. Humanoid legs, special anti-energy weapon armor, high load capacity. Four-legged type with maximum AP and a load capacity, heavy legs. A dreadfully durable monster machine. Let's have a look at all those new legs like them. Because I think those are the ones that I end up using a lot of. Because they're like kind of better than they look. Like the armor is speed's 270, armor 3.5k, max weight 47. I sell my legs. Yeah, 280, 1.5k, 3. Yep, better than mine. Can I buy them with the power I've got? Yes. I will have to sell my legs to do it though. I'm wrong. Category. No. That's the one. I think there's some better versions of these that I end up using. Because they're just very good midpoints. They are really big on the energy drain though, huh? Not enough energy. Can I just unequip this? Yes. Okay. I need to buy a better generator again. It's the constant struggle. What's the generator I've got? That one, right? 5.3? Okay. No maximum charge though, right? Well, no. 3.8? Yeah, that's not great, is it? I might do it though. What have you bought? Bright colours. I only had very good as Armored Core. My brother growing up, he was. Yeah, I mean, like, it's been a while since I made one, but I'm sure they probably know how to make one. But then I was like, you know, I was never a big fan of Attack Urban Center. There's a reward of 0. What do you mean? Chrome want me to, based on result. We want you to wreak havoc on Gal City. The job is simple. Just attack the urban center and fire at will at any attractive target. If one finds oneself in danger, one who does not have the power to resist must depend on someone else. If you have the power, come to us at Chrome. You have 3 minutes for tactical operations. Staying longer is useless. If you stay too long, we don't know what sort of trouble will happen. Your pay will be determined based on the results. Simply put, the more you destroy, the higher your pay. Good luck. love to just randomly destroy a civilian center for money. Meanwhile, America and Millennium are giving me a fuel depot. We're from Secret Survey of Chemical Dyne Co. research lab in the East region. We've heard many troubling rumors about certain companies' research. From that information that we've gathered so far, seems to be Chrome's doing. Your mission is diversionary action and support the survey team entering the lab. Attack the fuel depot adjacent to the lab and blow up all of the fuel tanks. The survey team plans to enter the lab during the commotion. You must escape from the depot after blowing up the tanks. If you're discovered by the guards, you'll have trouble. There's probably a larger number of tanks in the fuel depot. Be careful to avoid damage from the explosions. Destroy all the tanks and escape. I mean, that's the one that's got the lowest outpay, so, you know, that seems reasonable to do. It's also the point where considering I nearly exploded in the last mission. I might buy a bigger head. Who knows? Maybe buy a bigger head. Who knows? Thinking I might do. I think there's a head improve. There's like a better amount of heads that turn up at one point. Destroy the fuel depot. So missions will start falling off, but I don't remember when they do. And like some missions you can only do if you've done the previous ones. I'm actually weirdly heavily armored for what I expect. Forgot how to open doors, right. Oh.
Partial malfunction. Cannot lock on.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember.
Enemy jamming confirmed. Radar jammed.
So, my radar's jammed, so it's got loads of false positives happening. And there's also turrets, and I can't shoot them. It's very annoying. So one time rockets are useful. But anyway, these are the fuel tanks. You want to blow those up. No. Try not to explode. Being attacked by weird bots. Have to sort of eyeball the shots. Yeah, the explosions are just like big, like they don't obey clipping, like you can just see them through the floor. It's very funny. There is a nice thing about the fact that you can see the fuel. Forgot how the controls on the flipping map work. Very odd. All the face buttons move you in a opposite direction of where the face button is. So me pressing the circle button moves it to the right. It's very weird. It's sort of scrolling, but it doesn't really work. Anyway. Hello. Don't stand near those. It's not. Oh yeah, there's these, which are... I forgot about these. These are a nuisance. There we go. I forgot how much of a nuisance this mission is. I'm like, the fuel tank one. Hide them in the corners, so you have to take them out. Because on the map, you'll see that the tanks come up as sort of a regular shape. The weird drums, you can kind of see them. They're like the only circular thing in the map, so... Now, I want to take these out and the weird... Oh, hello. That was way too high. So the not locking on is kind of a blessing because it lets you actually shoot at the tanks even if there's enemies nearby. Because otherwise your lock on just like wants to do that. One always wants to shoot enemies. Is there another? Yeah, there is. Pop. Right. Hello. Here's the like.
MTs identified as guards.
They just come up there when you go up there. Okay, that's annoying. So here's the important thing. Hello. There's a hidden weapon in the corner.
Weapon obtained.
It's possibly the most busted one in the game. Mhm. So now we leave, I think. We'll have to. Oh, I missed one. Oh no. Missed them in this hole. Oh, that would have been a comically good shot, but alas, it was not. Yeah, can you stop shooting me? It's very annoying. There we go. Surely it's not one I've missed. I'd be very upset if I have. And I've lost the map. Oh yeah, there's one in the previous room I have not cracked open. I need to, yeah, that's the place where I need to go.
Enemy MTs identified as guards.
Yeah, it's right at the end here. Okay.
Destruction of all targets confirmed.
Just wait for my
Raven, that is enough. Go back now.
escape.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
There we go. You get paid a lot for that one because you don't have to fight anything. No, mostly pay for the repairs. Right. I have mail. Although, just gonna check, make sure missions haven't disappeared. No, nothing really. One of them did, I think. I've saved a new slot. That's fine. And I'll. So that weapon is busted, but it's also basically impossible to use because it's a giant energy laser cannon, so uses about 1 billion energy. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll just scroll over to it. Thanks for coming to me being reminded of, oh gosh, all of these old things. There we go. Yeah, it's got a energy drain of 422. It's quite a lot. Actually, I can actually equip it. Damn. Yeah, it does attack power of 1,500, which is 15 times more than a bullet from a machine gun, which is silly. There we go. Anyway, it is frankly silly. Anyway, thanks for coming. Remember to sleep. I'll do more of this at some point. I don't know. I don't know what I've decided. But thanks for remember to sleep, etc. Something. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna just mostly go off and have food now, which is what I'm gonna do. So. So, thanks for enjoying. I have tried to get see if I can also get some of the later games running because this one's old, and I probably won't stick with it all the way to the end. But you know, depends how long it is. It might be quite short. Also, the final mission's awful, so maybe it won't. Who knows? Anyway, it'll happen at some point. I don't know. I won't do. I just definitely won't do the other PS1 ones. I think so. I'll probably just skip to the 2s because I didn't play as much of them, and they also look a lot better. And there's just a lot more build options. So this is very much like here's the first one. But anyway, bye bye.